Let me explain a couple of things, perhaps, that we need to remind ourselves of. This is it. I don't know if anybody's ever done this to you, if this is kind of what they do, but I'm going to do it so that you understand. First, what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose? What are we trying to do? Two things. Social media platforms want to get as many people as possible to on board. We want as many metrics as possible. We want as many numbers as possible to either sell stuff, promote stuff, or to establish ourselves as some kind of a form, something. I don't know what you want to call it. Some, you know, Delphic intellectual firepower or something. That's what we want to do. And ultimately, it's to make as much money as possible, to get as many people to watch so we can sell as much stuff that people will come to us and say, we want to use your audience to promote our whatever it is. That's the way it is. That's television, it's radio, it's everything. Billboards, music. Nobody is a missionary. Nobody. Make sure you understand that. It's not about anything. It's not about, I want to change the world. Well, I can change the world, but that's not the main goal. Because somebody says, okay, how about this? We could change the world. You could change the world, but we're not going to have any, you're not going to have any numbers or whatever. Say, oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And that's the truth. That's just what it is. My cup's in the dishwasher. You understand what I'm saying? TV shows, movie shows, politicians want to win. Why does a politician want to win? So he can make money. Make money for his cause, make money for his lobbyists, make money, whatever. Is it to change the world? Guess, sort of, maybe. If that happens, they have to change the world in order to do it. But if you said, by the way, you can't run for office and make money, they say, forget it. Understand this. Don't run from this. Don't hide from this. Don't be disheartened by this. Grow up, grow a pair, wake up. That's exactly what this is. Now, does that mean that people who do this don't have feelings? Of course not. Of course not. Everybody's got to find a shtick. You find a shtick. You got the left, you got the right, you got the middle of the road, you got the conspiracists, you got this one. Maybe somebody is into a whole thing about there are people now who just want to dance and they're kind of like OnlyFans wannabes. Just recognize this. Be a realist. You understand what a realist is? Just understand what it wants to be. Look on human behavior like you do wild animals. This thing out there is going to kill you. This thing wants to kill you. Be careful of this wild animal. They don't mean any harm. They won't bother you. But if you get in their way, they're going to kill you. Do you understand that? Yes, that's the way it is. Rattlesnakes are neither good nor bad. If you get in their way, they will bite you. That's it. This is life. Okay. Next. Do you want to win this election? Okay. How do you win this election? Don't ask people on YouTube and don't ask political folks. Don't do it. They have not a clue as to how to do this. Absolutely no clue. Nothing. No idea. They just want to sit around and just talk about stuff. And I think Trump is great. And I hate Biden and Hunter Biden. And they think, what are you doing? I don't know. Just talking about. Well, what are you doing? I'm just repeating whatever. You're not going to accomplish. I don't know if you're accomplish anything, but that's all I know. And I understand. I dig it. I understand it. The question is, let me ask you first question. What do you want to do? Just tell me. I'm not going to be offended. You want to say, you know what? I just want to watch a TV show. I like this show. I like what you have to say. I like these people I talk to. I like this show. I like other shows as well. I'm really not into. I mean, I say I'm into politics, but I'm really not. I mean, I probably won't even vote. But I just like this. I like Trump, or I like the Republicans, or I hate Biden, or whatever it is, and I'm kind of a troll myself, just be honest with me. Be honest. Why do you watch it? What do you want to do? What's your goal? And lie, of course. Lie. Most people say, I don't give a damn about this. Trump, okay, Trump. I like Trump because Trump's funny and he's great and he's a troll. And okay. You got that? Yeah. And the first thing I do is I find out his shtick. What's his shtick? What's the angle? Jordan Peterson, easy. Very popular. Remember, shtick doesn't mean you're not popular at all. Jordan Peterson, easy. Prager, moralistic, holier than thou, easy. Loves it. People loved it. I'm not being, sounds like I'm being mean. I'm telling you the way it is. Exactly the way it is. Exactly the way it is. What is it? Current country music. Corn pone, artificial. It has nothing to do with country music. Got it. Terrific. Why do people wear masks? Obeisance, fear, and membership virtue signaling of certain groups. Okay, good. Why do people get tattoos? Oh, easy. To be a part of, to be groovy, to be cool, and to say to the world, look at me. I've gone, I don't just wear my cool. Oh, some tattoos. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Trump. You want to talk about how Trump wins or how Republicans win? Forget about Republicans because they're worthless. How about how Trump wins? You know how he does it? Lies. Lie. You got that, Mr. Trump? President Trump? Lie. You lie. What does that mean? Anybody? No. A lie doesn't mean I'm not going to do something. A lie is a misrepresentation of, high pollen alert. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. What do I do? A lie is a misrepresentation of fact with the intent to deceive. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna. Doesn't mean I'm gonna hurt you. It just means I'm gonna tell you stuff that you want to hear. This is what dating is. It's what politicians do. It's when you got a job. Maybe if you care about jobs, it's what we do. We all lie. We all lie. And it's about the lying that goes along with this. And the first thing Trump has to do is lie, but he's not saying anything because Trump thinks that he is so groovy and so great and so wonderful being Trump that that's enough. Sorry, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Okay? You understand this? That ain't going to work. You lie. You lie. You have to tell people stuff you do not believe. But doesn't mean it's not true. Wait a minute. What are you saying? I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. But first, I got to ask you this. This is a part of the deal too. Number one, I want you to like this video. Why? When people say, like this video, that means like it, better algorithms, better placement, better recommendations, numbers go up, viewers go up, money goes up, popularity goes up. Simple. You know what I know it. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Subs mean everything. He's got 1.3 million. Is he any good? Well, he's got 1.3 million. He weighs 200 pounds. Is he fat? I don't know. How tall is he? I'm not going to tell you. So the numbers are, they mean something, but they don't. And so you have to subscribe to this. You have to hit the bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And that's the way we do it. Now, here's the next one. And this is the part I love the most. This is where you sell stuff. And I love to sell stuff. I love to sell stuff that you need. I love to sell stuff that's good for you. I love to sell things that people say, I like this stuff. I'm not going to be doing tampon commercials. I don't know why you would, but I just don't know anything about this. I don't use them. So, I mean, I could, but I like to tell you stuff that I believe in. Big time. And right now, did you see what happened in Burning Man? How many floods? Do you see what's mud rain everywhere. You are being set up. Dear God, I'm telling you, you're being set up. Something is happening. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's manufactured. I don't know. But they're loving this. And they want chaos. And the thing that is the most important is, what do we do if there's no power? What do we do if there's no water? What do we do if you can't flush a toilet? This is what you think of, especially when you've got a bunch of sick bastards who love to sit back and say, let's make them do it. And food is the bottom line, period. It's so perfect. They want you absolutely to be freaking out. And there's nothing worse to them. There's nothing worse to the enemy. When during calamity, you don't freak out. That scares them more than anything else. Think about all of the possible stuff that you can go through. Fires and forest fires and brush fires and torrential rains, mudslides, riots, civil unrest, grid attacks, EMP terrorism, labor strikes, boycotts, shutdowns, miscellaneous terrorism, tsunamis, hurricanes, cyclones, supply chain collapses, COVID lockdowns, shelter in place, climate lockdowns, contaminated gas and petroleum, malware and ransomware, Chinese surveillance balloons, executive orders, signing statements, real seditious conspiracy and insurrection, and martial law. And you know what would freak these people out the most? Is if you didn't panic, because you're ready for this, because you were saying, I'm ready for this. I knew this was coming. Preparewithlionel.com. Because it's coming, it's happening, and it's real. And you can tell, you don't need me to tell you this. It's going to happen. They want to see, what will these people go through? What are they going to go crazy over? What can we do? Can we power? Can we tell them to stay home, not travel, get visas for travel, passports, or shelter in place, masks? What do we do? What do we do? How do we make them go berserk? Hegelian dialectic, call it what you want. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis, whatever makes sense to you. What freaks them out the most is when you don't freak out. When you say, I was expecting this. Preparewithlionel.com. You do not have a week's worth of food. No, you've got a week's worth of almost slipped, of stuff. You can't survive. A family with a week. There's so many things like that. People don't have larder and cupboards, and they don't. Preparewithlionel.com. Save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. Now, why do I tell you that? Because it's true. I don't have to sell anything. This stuff is flying off the shelves because it makes sense. I love to say something like, you need this. I want to sell stuff like toilet paper, deodorant, stuff that people need. I don't want to sell you whatever. I don't know what you need for whatever. Preparewithlionel.com. That simple, that obvious. Preparewithlionel.com. Go there now. You know I'm right. Now let's talk about something. First, there's 3 groups of people. I say this, and I'm going to say it again because this is the truth. There's 3 groups of people. Let's talk about Trump. And the reason why I want Trump will destroy the Democratic stranglehold. That's it. Is Trump perfect? No. Is Trump sometimes an idiot? Yep. But he's it. He's our idiot. He's all we've got. He's it. Period. Nobody else can do this. Because you need a maniac. Agree? Agree. Okay. Now, 3 groups of people. First group, they're never going to vote for Trump no matter what. They won't vote for Trump if there's nobody. If he's the only one on the ballot, they won't vote. They just vote. They hate him. They hate him. Fine. Next. Second, people like you. Most of you, I say, will vote for Trump no matter what, because you talk about him all the time. You love him. He's great. He's smart. He's beautiful. He's this. You're going to vote for him no matter what. That's great. That's fine. I'm not being mean. I'm just telling you this is the reality. I'm a realist. This is true. Fine. That snake will bite you. That stuff tastes bitter. This is just the truth. Okay. Now, in the middle. Those are people I love. That's what I want to get. There is a wonderful show, a wonderful group. Have you seen them? The Rising. Did you ever watch this? You ever watch them on the Hill? It's called The Rising. And then there's Breaking Point was Sagar and Crystal. That's good too. Very, very good. But this Rising is very good. And there are these two with Robbie Sove or Suave, Soave, and Brianna Joy Gray. Excellent. Excellent. She is, let me tell you something. If ever you want to know what the left feel, and if ever you want to hear it posited and explained to you in a way that is rational, listen to her. And let me tell you a couple of things. And again, I'm going to tell you, and invariably, you know what you're going to say? Oh, that's stupid, because that's kind of the way you are. And I'm not being mean. I know you. But let me tell you what she says. She'll say this. You know, when they have these obstructionist types of things, you know, when they have these environmentalists that get in the middle of the road, or they'll go up to some party in Nantucket and they'll come with a camera. You're gonna kill me, right? And you hate these people. You hate them. They're climate change, fossil fuels, and they put the camera in your face. Well, they're trained to do this. This is what they do. They'll get in the middle of in Birmingham. Do you see where Burning Man? If Burning Man came to Birmingham, that would be tough to say. And they put these things on some road, and some police just drove right through and they smashed it. Was that good? Moot. I don't think it was good. It was good. It was good. These people are taught by professionals to go there, and to be, I guess, human obstructionists or whatever it is of speed bumps, unfortunately, and hoping that this will be, since social media, that this will be spread and it will inspire more people. That's exactly what they're doing. They're taught to be obnoxious. They are taught to be crude and rude and horrible. And yep, absolutely. Absolutely. They are taught to be all these things: crude, rude, obstreperous, awful, terrible. Okay, good. You got that? Good. Now, what do you do with them? What do you do with them? What do you do? What do you do? You go and you meet with them. And you say, President Trump, I want you to do something. I want you to go out and I want you to address these people. And I want you to talk about them and recognize the fact that they are the undecided vote that you can pick and you can have on your side if you know what to say. Let me stop right now. Let me ask you a question. Everybody listen. Listen to me. Okay? And listen to me, because I know you like to talk, and that's fine. I understand. And what you see right now, if anybody's just tuned in, these are my friends, they're my family. But what imagine you're at a bar and everybody's drunk and they're going, yeah, that's what you're doing. And it's good and it's fun. I understand. COVID. Right? You love that. It's who you are. And I'm the same way. Yeah, Biden, you're crazy, stupid, that's it. Making fun, mocking, you're stupid, you don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's the Satanists, it's the Marxists, it's the Jesuits, it's the Masons. You love that stuff. And you must understand the mentality of these wonderful people called the conspiracists. They love to have you think they know something you don't know. You don't know about that, do you? No, you don't know about that, do you? The guidepost? No, you don't know about that, do you? No, you don't know about Operation Paperclip, do you? And they love to do that. What? You never heard of Paperclip? You don't know the Hawthorne effect? The Overton window? HARP? DARPA? Well, sit down and let me teach you a few things, kid, because I know this stuff. I know about this stuff. And that's what we are. A bunch of know-it-alls. Loud, brash, and we love, and I throw myself in here to an extent. We love to be on the fringe. We love when you say stuff like, this guy's crazy. You think I'm crazy, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't know about Building 7, do you? Okay. But here's what you need to do. Let me ask you this question. If I could snap my fingers and I said, guess what? Right now, your car is electric. Costs the same as a regular car. Whatever it is, whatever your price is, it costs the same. This is a hypothetical now. It's easy to plug. You don't need any special, you just whatever it is. They got chargers everywhere, and the batteries go forever. And you will never have to buy gas again. Would you do it? I would. Why do I want to buy gas? Why do I want to buy? What do I like going there? No. And when you have the Yugo, the thing always click. The guy walks away, click, and he has to turn it upside down. I said, you're gonna have to stay there. I don't stay there. You know, in New Jersey, self-service gas is against the law. So you got to have somebody fill your gas. If you go through Jersey, did you know that? It's a pain in the neck. But it's cheaper. Okay. Would you? Of course you would. Unless you want, unless you just sound like the noise. Why would you, what do you have to, why do you like gas? Do you like gas? Do you think the world is better up? I'm not talking about climate change. Do you think we'd be better off maybe without putting gas? I do. Absolutely. But it's not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's not going to happen. It can happen. Technology's not there. Petrodollar's not going to let it. MBS is not going to let it. Saudi Arabia's not going to. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. It ain't. There's a group of people who are folks who lobby for these big tech countries, who want to put in turbines, kill birds, destroy coastline. They're just being bought off. And they're part of a bigger conglomerate. If the petrodollar folks had more clout, they'd be there. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You understand realism? It's not going to happen. But these folks think it is. These young people talk about dollar. Okay, so what do? You lie. You lie. You tell them. We have to do everything in our power to make to improve upon climate change. What's climate change? Just admit it. They don't know either. They have no idea what it is. They have no clue. This Brianna, whatever, what is her name? I was watching. It was very interesting. Robbie and Brianna were having kind of an argument. It's very, very cordial, very, very nice. And she was saying, and Yvonne, the problem is every year that millions of people die. They never tell you how. Let me give you an example. This is realism, okay? This is realism. If tomorrow I could snap my fingers and for 1 year, just work with me, on 1 year, if I could snap my fingers and nobody would eat animal flesh tissue, hamburgers, fish, clams, chicken, turkey, pork, nothing. 1 year. And it just was not here. This is a thought experiment that could never happen. But if I could say, now watch this. Okay, doctors, Watch the baseline now. You ready? Tomorrow goes into effect. Everybody got the numbers? Okay. Got them? Good. A year goes by. Okay. Stop. Go back. What do you notice? What would you notice? You wouldn't believe the amount of weight people would lose. You wouldn't believe the dip in a lot of attendant problem. Absolutely. This is axiomatic. Axiomatic. Just meat alone. Just meat. People will go crazy. Now, I'm not advocating this. Trust me, I'm not. But I'm just telling you this. It would be, you wouldn't believe it. People would say, oh my God, what happened? I don't know. I'm not eating anything with recombinant, bovine antibiotics and kids, little girls. One of the reasons why little girls are going through menarche and menses and beginning their periods earlier and earlier because of all the hormone, all that's gone. Saturated fat and all of those cattle that have to be schlepped in with this manure and saturation going into the aquifer and by the way, it's not bovine farts. It's not flatulence. It's eructation, borborygmus. It's belching. And I don't know what kind of I don't know if that does anything on the methane. But I'm telling you, people would say, you know what? I can't believe I got a handle. You would not, you go crazy. And that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not. And I wouldn't want it to happen. I didn't, but I'm telling you, it's a fact. Things would be better. It's a fact if we didn't belch and produce and just put out all this crap. Now, I don't know how much. I don't know if the rivers would clean, but it makes sense. Okay. It's not going to happen. But Trump's got us to sit to these people and sit down with these folks and say, now listen, I know you're 12 years old, and I know you don't know what climate change is, and I know you haven't even been able to define it. I know you don't even know, you haven't even told me what it is you want. You just want me to acknowledge it. Okay, I'm going to acknowledge it. You have this thing about fossil fuels. Okay. And you have no idea. Well, what would you like us to do? Ban fossil fuels? You have no idea what you're talking about. But I'm going to pretend you do. And I'm going to pay lip service to you. I'm going to pay lip service. Okay? I'm going to pay lip service. I'm going to tell you. We have got, nobody is talking to you. Nobody is explaining anything. Now, what about the people who are the radical gas burners? Go, wait. Are you Trump? You're not one of them. Shut up. Oh, okay. See, because people are weird. People are weird about stuff. I know people who are so radical. Let me give you an idea. My favorite are all of a sudden the you know how they have the Karens and all this? How about all of a sudden you've seen them, the Fred Ziffels. They come out of nowhere. They're covered in tats. They were part of this. You saw them on January 6th. They got the beard. They got the Fred Ziffel look. They're covered in tats. And they're in the thing like, I'm a gun shooting, meat eating, gas burning. Okay, fine. Okay. I got it. Why? Because you want so much to be masculine. It's killing you. You're screaming. Okay. Then we got these other people. Oh, dear God. The most incredibly obnoxious people in the world. These are people who are of the left. I don't eat anything that's not. They're the militant vegan type. Oh, dear God. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can't stand these people. Oh, and I'm like, okay, fine. Both extremes. How about this? How many have dogs and cats? You probably have a little dog, little cat. How many of you have lost a pet? Your pet, a lost pet, a pet that dies, you'll never get over it. Sometimes dogs are better, closer friends to you than anybody else. Anybody. That anybody hurts your dog, anybody, you'll rip them apart, limb from limb. They're not dogs. They're family. They're people. They're just wonderful. They're okay. Good. You got that? Good. Now watch this. PETA. What? Those people are crazy. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know. I'm into dogs, but those people are crazy. You see how we react? So Trump's got to understand. I can pick up some of these young people. I'm going to lie to them. Here's what you say. Nobody's listening to you about climate change. Nobody. Let me tell you what you're doing. The reason why they don't like you is not because you're obstructing their traffic, but because you're making them think. And in my generation, we had the Vietnam War, and they didn't like us either. We obstructed traffic. We did stuff. Some people were violent, and I never liked part of that. But I'm telling you right now, you have a point. Your concern is valid, and the left, they're laughing at you. They have no interest in this. We talk about the riot, they don't either. And the very first thing that we have to do is understand that you are to be taken seriously. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now, and you're going to understand this, and because I know you're smart enough. We're not going to agree on everything regarding anything. You don't even agree among each other. But I'm going to tell you something. Under my administration, we are not going to make fun of you. We're not going to laugh at you. We're not going to do anything, but we're not going to make fun of you. Even though we know you're crazy. We're not going to make fun of you. It means something. The Republicans don't listen to these people. They laugh at these people. They laugh at them. Now, here's the best part. I'm going to really complicate it for you now. You ready for this? I'm going to really complicate it for you. But first, I'm going to stop right now. Because I want you to talk about my good friend Mike Lindell. Remember Mike Lindell? I love this guy. My pillow. And this is my pillow. I don't know why. Because he liked Trump. They came after him like, oh my God. Like, well, what did he do? Well, he likes Trump. And they said, Bed Bath & Beyond, we're going to close you down. Yeah. Mike's still there. Mike is still there. He's not going anywhere. You see this right now? Mike Lindell, I love this guy. He's not going anywhere. Look at this right now. Look at this. It's the most incredible thing. Go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. 6-piece towel sets, $39.98. Look at these. You got these State Fair specials, $5. MyPillow 2.0. You've got the mattress sales, towels, the slippers. They sell more slippers. Slippers. Because people have you noticed people wear slippers inside and out? They even got My Store gummies. I mean, they got just mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. Very, very simple. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. And you know why? Because they told him, you're not going to be in business. Okay. Well, he's still in business. Don't tell me I can't do something. Don't tell me I can't do something. Just don't. Don't. That's one of my problems with religion. Can't do this. Can't. Wait, what? I can't do what? Wait a minute. Tell me what I can do. Well, I don't know what you can do, but you can't do this. I'm funny that way. Now, let me explain something to you. And you know this because you're smart. Okay? And by the way, stop right now and look at everything that people write. Because this is very important. I love these people. But you got to understand, everybody here, these are professional smartasses. And that's what they do. And they're beautiful. That's why I love them. All these people, they have been kicked to the curb. They have been rejected by family members. They can't even go. They have been through hell and back with Trump. So it's tough on them and they're still here. Now, let me tell you a couple of things here. You ever heard of Otpor groups? If you want to go to a group, you saw it in Ukraine, you saw it everywhere. If you say, listen, I want to form, let's go back. Let's say you're approached by some rather interesting people from an organization you've never heard of before. And you are part of a ground a groundswell, an organization of people who are trying to make change, as it were. Okay? Okay. And you are in the position where you're, I guess you might want to say you're, well, you want to do something. Okay. First, you meet a group of people from climate. You meet a group of people who are transphobes, against transphobia. Or go back originally to Occupy Wall Street. Do you remember that? Occupy Wall Street. Classic. Textbook. Otpor written all over it. They will come to you and say, all right, first of all, do you have a song? Do we have a song? No, we have a song. Okay, we're going to give you a song. Do you have a chant? No. We're going to show you, we're going to give you a chant. Do you know how to move in? No. We're going to show you how to do that. We'll take care of that. How many people in your organization? 3. We'll give you 100. What are you planning on doing? Well, there's going to be a rally. Good. We'll show you how to do this. You got buses? We'll take care of that. I'm going to tell you something and you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh at this. You're going to laugh. You're going to say, this guy's out of his mind. I know what I'm talking about. I was told this and they showed me this. You want to get young people at an event? First, let me ask you this. Why do we want young people? Why do young people do this? Why are young people critical? Tell me. Why do you want people? Okay, stop writing your cute stuff for a moment. It's funny, don't get me wrong. Why do we want young people? Answer my question. Okay. And I love this. I love the stuff that you write. It's great, but it's like, come on, please. Why do we want, okay, the future? Okay, who else? How young is young people? Come on, you know what I mean. 18, old enough to vote, sort of. Why do you want young people? Why are they important? Why? Let's see how smart you are. Come on. Apply that wit. Let's go. Because they are easy to manipulate. Very good. We're getting closer. Go ahead. Young people are more impressionable. Yeah. Edie's onto something there. Woodley, go ahead. More potential mileage from the young. Yes. Keep going. We can direct their anger. Yes. Stamina. Very good, Raul. Look at this stamina. Keep going. They're easy to manipulate. Absolutely. Keep going. Young people are stuck at Burning Man, 70,000. Thank you, Howie. To mold the future. Very good. And you spelled mold correctly. Very good. Just a peeve of mine. LOL. Thank you. Great. The same reason why we want young people for wars. The same reason we want young people for, because they are, first of all, they're young. They don't know anything. I'm sorry. I don't mean that negatively. They're easily impressionable and they want to be taken seriously. Do you remember when you went from kid to teenager and you were stuck? You weren't an adult. You're going to high school. And nobody really listened to you. Nobody cared about you because you weren't really, you were just, nobody really listened to you. You kind of felt like, God, I'm listening to you. I'm going to say something and I'm going to use a term which you're not going to like. And people use it incorrectly. But you know what it's called? It's called grooming. It's political grooming. That's what you're doing. And if you want to get people to show up at an event, you know what you do? Pizza. You think I'm kidding? If all of a sudden I could say, what about you? You were the future. Like a bicycle pump. I'm building you up. I'm building up this inflatable. You were the future. You stand for something. You stand next to people. Look at you, 100 strong, 50 strong, 1,000 strong, pumping, because I respect you. I love you. You're special. Here's your trophy. Here's your pizza. Do you want to be a part of something? Your parents protested. You're going to protest. We can wear a mask. It's okay. It's COVID. Masking is important. Why is masking important? Masking is important because it separates you from people. We learned this during the Stanford prison experiment. All of a sudden, normal college students became a part of this thing, and they were inmates versus wardens, and immediately they turned into savages. And the most savage of them all were the people who wore the mirrored sunglasses. Anything I can to separate me from you. Remember Cool Hand Luke? Remember the bad guy with the mirrored glasses? And you go to these people, the Otpors and the like, and they'll show you how to do this. Okay, you got them good. You got a T-shirt. Give them something to wear. Give them they'll be there. Tell them how to do it. This is what you do. You get obnoxious. You go in their face and you stick a camera right like this, and you want them to get mad at you. If they push you, even better. Now, we don't want you to get hurt, but you might get hurt. And if you do get hurt, it's better for the cause. Sitting in front of traffic is not a good thing, but you're going to see people. You're going to incite a rage. And that will be used as a means of inspiring other people to join ours as well. You got that? Good. Now, something also happens. This is Le Bon, this is the murmuration, this is crowd, ochlocracy, crowd, mob rule. Something happens where the individual loses their self-identity and becomes a part of the group. And then they work organically, where they're saying, well, I'm not doing it, the group's doing it. I'm not doing it, the group's doing it. This is as old as human behavior. Okay? They're doing it, not me. Also, make them look as anonymous as possible, and you're on your way. And then you will see one person rise to the top, and that you'll be immediately, wow, look at Dave. Well, I can do better than that, or this is okay. And also, do you know who are the most dangerous are women? Why? Well, for one thing, women historically have never really gotten into fights. See, men always say, I don't want to get my ass kicked from this guy, so I'm going to kind of watch what I say. Because if he slugs me, it is societally okay and perhaps understandable, if not justifiable. So I'm going to watch what I have to say. You ever been in a bar and there's a drunk girl? I just shut the F up. My boyfriend's going to kick your ass. And the boyfriend says, now, wait a minute, hold it. Honey, take it easy. And this big dude says, he's going to what? My boyfriend. And then she'll take a drink and throw it in somebody's face. She figures, not only you can't hit me because I'm a girl, but I don't know how to do this. No guy, no man would ever throw a drink in somebody's face. You'll get killed. She doesn't know this. So what does she do? She does that. And she'll end up getting clobbered. Women today are more vicious. You watch any of these wild attacks. Look at any of these wild, crazy. I don't get too specific as to who's involved in this. Just speak generically as though everybody does this of equal propensity. But when they have these wild, the following was taken at a Burger King and Macon, Georgia, the people are tearing and fight and throwing things and grabbing hair. Women, not men, women. There's this savagery. The Karens. Why do you think that is? Where did that come from? Karen, by the way, the Kevin is the other version. That's Dane Cook, by the way. Why is there this new frequency of these exceedingly belligerent people or women? Why? Well, number of reasons. They've not found themselves in the position historically of being historically violent. Number one. Number two, it's encouraged by social media. That's why social media is so dangerous, because it changes trends of things. And also what it does is again, people just will start imitating things. Why? Tattoos. Tattoos overnight showed you these people will do anything. These people will do. I've got an arm covered in this hideous ink that one day people are going to look and say, oh, you must have been from the tattoo, huh? Yeah, yeah. If you think this is continuing, absolutely not. No trend ever. Look at tie lengths, look at hair, look at anything. One day, when people say, what do I do with this? Then you're going to have tattoo removal and cover up. Anyway, so now you see women who are really violent and they're up there and listen to what's going on and they scream and they yell and they get right in front. And because they've never, ever, they have no fear. It's like they always say, don't feed the gators, because the gators were afraid of us. Now they're going, oh, it's a guy with food. And they start going after you, and dogs and cats. You look what's happening right now. Look what happened to women. Women are becoming the more violent, the more obstreperous, the more vocal, the more whatever. And they stick cameras in people's faces. And when you invade social space with something that looks like you're going to hit them, you're going to get hit. And then we're off to the races. Now we film this. Same thing that happens. Let's take these trans. Have you seen the trans? Maybe not so much here, but I think in the UK, I saw some absolutely vile, profane trans. Why don't you want to collect kids in my 12-foot? The guy walking around with 52 double X monstrous prosthetic breasts with manhole cover areolae and nipples and we're coming for your kids. Now, do you think that has anything to do to encourage, to inspire understanding regarding the plight of the trans? No. That's also part. This is theater. This is stagecraft. This is done not to bring anybody together, but to cause problems, cacophony, screaming, yelling. The shadow government wants instability, destabilization. It doesn't want to fix anything. Anything. Why do I talk about this? They watch floods, gas lines, terror, empty store shelves. It's porn to them. Look at these bastards. Look at them. Look at this. I did that. We shut down gas stations threatening contamination. There was a contamination. I know. But what are they going to, who's going to risk ruining your engine? It's brilliant. Remember the ransomware? Remember that one? Yeah. There's no ransomware. They said there was ransomware, but how do you prove there's ransomware? And what does ransomware have to do with gas? I don't know. I love it. These people went crazy for hand sanitizer. Watch this. That's like Jackie Vernon here. These people went crazy with toilet paper during COVID. These people are, look at these people. This is climate change. And notice, they're not telling you anything about what they want. See, this is why I tell you, this is what this is about. It's not about, they will do, if they could shut down air, if they could shut down oxygen to make you leave, they could say, excuse me, there's a low oxygen. The Shaker Heights district, you're going to have to leave. Evacuation is ordered. Well, there's no oxygen. If they could do that, almost as good as a fire. You don't see this? And they're going to ask you, well, you've got to identify who the people are behind this. I don't know who they are. Come on. Trump has to lie. Trump has to sit down and say, I want to talk to you. For too long, the Republican Party has just ignored you. Now remember, nobody's going to go to DeSantis who loves Trump. Nobody. The people who want DeSantis aren't going to go to Trump. It's very parochial. Very, very, very parochial. Very much so. And nobody's going to do this. This is what's happening. So when you look at this, understand what you're seeing here. Rather than just make fun of people, what are we doing? What is he doing? What are they doing? What is the GOP doing in order to grab these people? No, because listen to this. They don't want to win. What? They don't want to win. The GOP raises more money talking about wokery and wokiness and okie dokie wokey. That's where they make their money. Fox News loves to make their numbers go up when there's some terror. Did you hear what happened? This girl in this class used the word she and they threw her out. This guy wants to wear a Gadsden flag shirt. Now, who put that kid up to wearing a Gadsden flag? Come on. All right, Junior, what's this story about? How old are you? What are you, 7, 8, 10, 12? Tell me what the Gadsden flag means to you. I hate when they push. Remember when they used to take kids in front of schools? Read it, Junior. I am in the 4th grade, and my teacher told me that I cannot say the pronoun he. My mommy said, oh, that's so brilliant. They put him up to it. Come on. It's theater. It's all theater. And that's why Trump's got to jump on the theater bandwagon and lie. All right, that's enough. You know what I'm saying is true. You know it, you know it, you know it. And that's the best part about being correct is you people know it. So you have a great day, my friends. Oh, by the way, let me ask you this. We have a brand new, I want you to do this right now. Where is it? I got to point it out to you. God, I love this stuff. You have no idea. I love this stuff. It is nothing but theater of psychology. It has nothing to do with anything but. Have you noticed everybody, all these experts on narcissism? Doesn't that bore the hell out of me? Don't you say, like, would you stop with this narcissism business? Anyway, this is the latest. Please watch this. This is the latest Mrs. L video. It is the best. Oh, she says there is no such thing as a child prostitute. She's on the other day. She's talking to somebody who is basically who claims to be a spokesperson using the term child prostitution. A child cannot be a prostitute. There's no such thing as that. Prostitute is something that is for adults where there's a transaction of sex between an adult and another adult. Whether it's coerced or not, it's a different story. But a child cannot be a prostitute. And yet people who claim to be, child advocates are using this term. Stop it. The terms are critical. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, look at this, what we have here. Pastafarian. I love remember the Pastafarian, the guy with the colander. He says, I moved to New York this summer to live with my sister. In my short time here, I have met so many middle-aged to older white, wine-sodden cat ladies. They are all high earners, and they are all frustrated. Wine-sodden cat ladies. A man after my own linguistic heart. Yes. Oh, there are so many people. Have you heard about folks, Mr. Pastafarian? Have you ever heard about the incels? These are my favorite. The involuntarily celibate and how they are being confused with the infertile. Oh, yeah. Oh, there are so many people that I love and I recognize them and I'm constantly putting them in this category, that category, that category, that category. Oh, yeah. Yep. There are so many. And that's the thing. And Mr. Priest, what you have to do is once you recognize this, you stick to it accordingly. See, I want to go after in my Trump thing. I'm going to say, Trump, you let me do this, Mr. President Trump. I want to go after the young people, black folks, and gays. And Latinos, too. It's very simple. Hey, black folks, boy, you sure have been forgotten. What happened to you? Who's looking out for you? Al Sharpton even shut up. Al Sharpton didn't even talk about you. Al Sharpton used to theoretically Jesse Jackson. Now because he's been paid off by the left, and he was paid off by Bloomberg paid him off. He's just, the guy's a racketeer. But the point is, where is your leadership? Nowhere to be found. Hey, Latino Americans, proud Americans, Latino Americans, Hispanic Americans. Look who's coming in. You're being supplanted as well because they're being promised as a permanent Democratic Party. You've been. And gays, forget it. You've been replaced with T's. Transgender. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. You have been absolutely forgotten by this. Oh, it's simple. It's simple. We have to, and again, pardon the word, to groom is to, the real grooming, the word that was used before is when the predator is very patient and he seduces the child and waits, very patient, but he wants the child to fall in love with him. It's not about grabbing and no, it's a mind. It's a seduction. That's what we have to do. We have to take these people, and nobody will do them. And it's very simple. Look how the left laugh at you. Well, the right, a lot of these folks on the right laugh. They laugh at me. See, Trump can say, "You don't understand. I'm like you. I'm an outcast. I'm an outcast. I'm on trial." Oh, and how about rappers love Trump? So what is he doing? I don't know. And by the way, unsolicited advice, Don Jr., sell your father's worldview. Stop going on shows and talking about the obvious. We know I know that the judge is biased, and I know, it's just so boring. Tell everybody, be an advocate, be an apostle for your father. What is he going to do? Why should we vote for him? Your whole thing is just nobody cares about this. He's got 4 indictments. We want to talk about the future. He makes his mark if he gets elected. You're wasting your time. All these people, let's talk about the legal case. No. Well, let's talk about the indictment. Well, this isn't racketeering. Jeez, enough of that. I've had enough of this too. You've had enough. I've been talking for 57 minutes. Okay, so friends, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. You hear what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell, and don't forget this. We've got ours. We're bulked up. We're ready to go. And by the way, if you ever need a boogie for a couple of days and you got to grab something quick, you don't need to take a 20-pound bucket, a water-resistant bucket of food. You could just take a bunch of it because it's going to happen. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. See you tonight at 7 p.m. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Ta-ta.